U.S. Marine Commander James Mad Dog Mattis blasting the president's decision to restrict the use of ground troops at a hearing today before the House Intelligence Committee. Here it is.
And I don't think we should reassure the enemy in advance that they'll never face them. I think it's good to leave that in the commander-in-chief's hands, and should we need to employ them, you do so. It also sends a reassuring note to the coalition that Secretary Kerry is trying to pull together, that on the military side, we're all in. I'm not saying we'd have to commit them right now, but certainly don't pull it off the table.
The latest CBS News, New York Times polling shows 57% believe that President Obama is not tough enough in dealing with ISIS. 31% think the strategy is about right. Ed Henry, live at the North Lawn of the White House. Ed, good morning there. General Mattis joins General Dempsey now, and Odierno, and former Defense Secretary Robert Gates, and saying we should leave the door open for troops, but the White House says again, no. Is it a matter of semantics at the moment when you consider that Dempsey said just 2 days ago that 1,600 Americans are already on the ground in Iraq today?
This may be about semantics, Bill. Remember last week the debate about are we at war or not? And first Secretary Kerry said, no, we're not. And then Josh Earnest at the White House podium said, well, yes, we are. We're at war with ISIS like we were at war and still are at war with al-Qaeda. Credibility again for the president, because when you ask about semantics, listen closely what the president said yesterday when he was at CENTCOM. He said, I'm not sending troops into a combat mission. That leaves wide open the possibility that troops will actually, though, see combat, will be in a situation where they could be drawn into direct combat. And in fact, some of the U.S. military advisors, they call them, that are already on the ground in Iraq, they're helping the Iraqi side, and they're helping the U.S. From the air spot where to drop the airstrikes, and they can obviously be in harm's way. So there could be semantics here once again, because while it's technically not a combat mission, these military advisors who are already there, and there could be more on the way in the days and weeks ahead, could still see combat even if they're not in a combat mission.
So if we do not engage on the ground, who does it? Is it the Iraqi army? Is it the Shia militias backed by Iran? Who is it?
Well, the idea would be the Iraqi security forces, the Kurds, but it's interesting when you dig deeper beyond the initial headlines from General Dempsey, General Odierno, what they also said about beyond leaving the door open to U.S. combat troops. General Dempsey said one reason would be that he said only about half of the Iraqi troops are up to being partners with the U.S. What about the other half? They're clearly not ready for prime time. General Odierno yesterday was saying, look, it's not that the Iraqi forces lost to ISIS, it's that they didn't even fight. They surrendered. So are they going to be up to the task? That's part of the reason why these generals are saying we might need U.S. combat troops, Bill.
Thank you, Ed. Ed Henry from the North Lawn there at the White House.